The two main contributors to the reason why kids are dropping out of sports are, one, adults, and let's break this down, crazy adults, the ones that have to win, which is a majority of you out there. You have to win, so you have to vocalize it. You have to win in such a way that creativity is gone. You know who you are. You're the screamer. You're the yeller. You are everything that's disgusting, and no one's doing anything about it. It frustrates the heck out of me. Why can't I scream at these parents or these coaches? I see them all the time, and you do too. Why can't I go attack these people and just start screaming at them? You know, when you see a coach screaming out, "Why did you cross it in the air when it was better to serve it on the ground?" And why can I just respond to him right in his ear, or from 30 yards, but screaming, "Why are you screaming at a kid? Now he's focused on you, not the game. You're ruining everything." You know, why can't I voice my opinion? He just voiced his to everybody. Why can't I voice mine? I want to. I truly want to play soccer and literally fine or suspend. I mean, that would be the coolest job ever. To just go around and just hand out tickets. Hi, I represent U.S. Soccer, and you are now banned from coaching for a month, or you are fined $100 because you have no self-control. That would be my dream. But back to the major contributors, it's adults like that, coaches that have to win and have to go nuts, versus just focusing on the little details of development, because it matters. So the other thing is freedom. Because adults, they take away freedom. The kids can't learn. They can't do anything because they're trapped in this whole environment of adulting in such a way they're destroying the next generation over and over again. All we have to do as adults is manage the situation, shut our mouths, give the kids an environment that they can explore and learn and try and fail, overcome, and do it again. There's a reason that skateboarders and BMXers, they can do all these amazing things that you would never imagine. Watch the X Games. They don't have coaches. They explore, they try, they test. You know, these are the kids that don't like sports, the traditional sports, because it involves a coach. Because those coaches screw everything up. You see it time and time again. You see all these stories of these the players in their sport that change the game because they go outside the box and they don't listen to the adults. Now, adults, I get we have to have this authority and all this stuff. You can manage. You can't dictate or tell. It doesn't work. No human works that way. Do you not understand? We do not work that way. Humans don't work that way. So when you're doing that, when you're forcing the issue, you're destroying humans. Humans don't function that way. There's a reason through generations of time. Back in the day, war was over freedom. We speak of religion. Yeah, it wasn't religion. It was telling people you can't go participate in a religion you want to. You're forced. Anytime you're forcing human, people die. So here we are. Let's talk about the death of youth sports. It's because of adults. Or, it's all about, everyone's like, why and all this. It's from this environment. Things have to change, and it's hard to change. Like, if I wanted to start a league, which what I should do is start a points league where the focus is truly on points. How many times they connect passes? How many times do they take on a player? How many times they pass the ball backwards, and do like a different kind of team game, individualistic game where you're getting points not only as a team but as an individual, and really allowing the kids to explore the game and just change it up. I've done it before, but the parents will still find a way to scream out the kids. The same screamers, because they have to win. I remember when I did do a point league where games were like 220 to 180. I mean, those were the scores of the game. And you got points for connecting passes. You got more points in goals. You got like, I remember there's 1 week we did, you got 8 points for a one-touch finish for an assist, basically. An assist would be identifying a true pass on a one-touch finish, and that would be 1 point for the goal and 8 points for the assist for finding that pass, because it's not found. So we created those points for that to be found. And then you would get points for passing the ball back to the keeper. If you were able to get past half field, all the way back to your keeper, back to half field, you could get like 10, 20 points. I forgot what it was. And I would have parents screaming at their kids, "Go backwards!" No joke. That is real. That happened. So regardless if they're doing, something different or whatever, the parents are going to engage themselves in some capacity. I don't know what the solve is, other than keep telling these parents I don't know. I just don't know what the right thing is. Like, how do you educate parents? How do you change the game in such a way that you can really get through to this world of having to win right now? I don't even know if it's possible. It's truly scary. If you really think about it, why is it's acceptable to have a coach on the sideline screaming at kids after the fact versus teaching, having control, identify what's going on, and fixing it later. That's how we want to learn. I mean, if I'm playing in an indoor game in over 40s in that league, and I keep making the same mistake or whatever, if I'm making a mistake, if someone's screaming at me from the sideline, I'll probably punch him out or something. I won't do that well. But if he pulls me to the side and say, "Hey, next time let's try to do that," I'll listen. So why is it different for a child? And I've had parents come up to me. It's like, "Yeah, you need to get on my child." Why? They think that's motivation. And I fell for that before. A lot of parents are like that. No, we don't. We need to create an environment that they choose to love the game. You have to find a way to get them to decide to do it. That's the only way. It is freedom. So the two things that parents actually can help is put your kids in an environment that they're learning and failing and overcoming and making decisions on how they can improve. And the second thing is just shut up. Shut up. Evaluate. Identify. You don't have to win now. They don't have to do it right now. And even the professional level, all levels, there has to be a learning curve. I mean, it's going to change a bit, but how important is it for your 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10-year-old, 11, 12? Their development, it goes for a long time, ladies and gentlemen. It goes for a long time. So I don't even want to put time frames. It's a lifetime of learning. We're all learning, but I'm telling you, we have to take this fight on. We have to call these people out. We have to stop them from doing what they're doing. They have to stop, because it's not right. It's not right. It doesn't work. It's never worked, and we need to change the game somehow. And I'm trying to figure out, how do I do that? And I think the best way is online learning, away from teams, and find a pathway for these kids to develop. So I don't know. I keep seeing these advertisements online or sponsored ads about kids quitting sports and all this stuff, and it's because Google listens to me, and he wants to learn about that because he talks about it. Because right now I'm doing this from my phone, and Google's like, or iPhone is, this is what he wants to see, and they're going to give me ads about it. So I keep talking about it because it's always on the forefront of my news feed. So anyways, good luck out there with all these crazy parents. Good luck watching your kids suffer. But let's stop these people. Forward to my podcast. Let me take the fight on for you. They're wrong. We need to stop them. We need to be chill. We need to allow development to happen because what you're doing is not working. Screaming at kids, not allowing them to be creative early on is insane. Let the kids explore. Let them let them develop and let them have freedom. This was a long rant, and I apologize. No, I don't. But it is what it is. Let's take on the fight. Join me in this fight. I'm going to take this fight on nonstop. Best of luck to all of you warriors trying to keep your kids in sports and take on the fight. Get freedom out there. Shut these coaches up. Shut these parents up in the best way we can. Talk to you soon. See you tomorrow. Bye.
The podcast you just heard was made using Anchor. Ever thought about making your own podcast? Anchor makes it really easy for anyone to get started. It's a one-stop shop for recording, hosting, and distributing podcasts. Best of all, it's 100% free. Sign up now at anchor.fm/new. That's anchor.fm/new to get started.